Hello friends, and welcome again to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about Nigeria's election, the 2023 forthcoming election. Specifically, we want to see how the election is going to affect us as individuals, how the election is going to affect us as youths. And for this content, I have with me a friend and a brother, a political juggernaut. Is it juggernaut or juggernaut? And together we're going to be having this conversation about the forthcoming election and how it's going to affect us, our productivity and our goals. So can we meet you, sir?
Yes, I'm Ayibaye Daniel Wanato.
Okay, so he's an engineer. You didn't even tell us. What do you do?
All those profiles. Right now we are in the middle of the water.
Okay.
So profiles are not really my thing.
Okay.
It's what we bring out and what we get in the end.
Okay.
But I'm an engineer. I'm also a public administrator.
All right. So the first question is this. So I will keep it very brief. How is the general election come 2023 going to affect us as Nigerians?
Yes, the election is going to be something very serious because if you follow trends, you know that everything has gone up.
Yes, true.
There's so much inflation, and I'm just going to limit it to economics, because one of the things that we get wrong most times is that every man amplifies his or her vices, or every person amplifies his or her vices when there is lack.
Okay.
What you get that satisfies you has a way of dousing your negatives. Every human being has both positives and negatives, okay? So when the economy is right, you see that most of these insecurity wahalas will drop. Most of the agitations will drop. So I'm going to limit it to economics.
Oh, okay.
And I'll focus on the micro and the macro economy.
Okay.
You know, I was talking with somebody the other day and I said, do you know why you cannot predict the cost of Gary next week? Do you know why you cannot just predict the cost of beans, of these foods that we used to have next week or next day or next 3 days or next market day? It's because we have lost sight of the microeconomics part of these things. And why did we lose sight? Because everybody is desperate. Just the same. Before now, it used to be the politician that gets into office and grabs as much as he wants to for a period so that he sustains for the rest 100 years. As it were, if he doesn't take all he needs to get in that 3-4 years time, he's going to die. Now it has precipitated to the average man on the streets. Okay. You buy your goods from wherever you buy them. Before you get to where the consumer needs them, you would have paid so much levy, from the road safety, road maintenance people levies, to the different barricades per states and per communities. These are the micro decisions that affect the goods. So you buy the goods at a particular amount. By the time you bring it down, nearly that same amount you bought it for within this same Nigeria, not that you're bringing it outside, has already been added to it. So at the end of the day, the one that needs the goods is crying as it were the one that produced the good is inhuman. But then the decisions in between is what is causing it. And see where the election comes in. The election helps the macro. Now, the macroeconomics is where the government decisions. Let me just read something very briefly. Okay. So that we see that this economics thing is where the problem really is. I'm looking at a site, i.ytimg.com. Okay. It's micro versus macroeconomics, and it defines economics as the study of how people make decisions when faced with scarcity and how limited resources are allocated to satisfy wants and needs. And microeconomics focuses on the actions of individual agents, consumers, household works, businesses regarding the allocation of scarce resources within an economy. And macro focuses on broad issues such as unemployment level, GDP, inflation, interest rate, government deficits, monetary policies, and fiscal policies. Now, the problem is when the macroeconomy is in place, the microeconomy fits in. It falls in line immediately. Right now, there is people earning 100,000 in Nigeria today is seen as poor because you cannot afford the basic needs. If you have a child in school, you have to buy rice, you have to buy gari, you have a family of say 4. You're already in trouble. because the transportation is not even stable. The garri you bought today, by tomorrow is not stable. All of this is the micro aspect of it. But guess what necessitated that? The macro decisions.
Okay.
So this election is a fight for not just the I can vote, my vote counted, but that your life counts.
Okay.
Because right now, the average person in Nigeria is just surviving.
True.
You're just surviving.
True. That's true.
At the rate we are going, our inflation already, dollar is over 600. Dollar has crossed 600.
Yes, it's over 600.
And
yes.
some persons still say it's not my concern. It doesn't bother me. You know,
I don't buy.
I don't buy anything with dollar. Oh no! You're making a very grave mistake. A very grave mistake. Everything you buy has an inkling to the dollar. Today we are the giants in terms of oil production in West Africa, but we import refined produce like nearly 100%, if not even 100%.
That is true.
And we do that in terms of dollar.
Yeah.
I just saw a post where a very revered person in the Niger Delta region, who was a musician, now a politician, saying that there was a quote where somebody said if they remove the subsidy on petrol will hit 1,000 naira per liter. Yeah. And somebody somewhere is thinking this is a joke. Remember diesel. True. As of today, diesel is rating in 800 plus.
It's about 900 actually. Over
so
900.
Imagine you operating your business on diesel. Remember our PhD is our electricity distribution and Genco, all of them, they are a problem.
That is very true. The more money
you now stay with diesel. Now the diesel you say doesn't matter or is not a problem. It's not a problem. A lot of companies are in trouble. They are in serious, their profit, their revenue margin has been seriously eaten into over this diesel matter. What then becomes their rescue? To add 5 naira, 10 naira, 20 naira in their goods. The biscuit you would have bought that would have satisfied your child is now shrinked. They've shrunk it,
yes,
and even they reduce the quality just to make sure you don't notice it easily. You don't notice it quick enough that something is wrong. That's what this election is about.
Okay.
So it's not about shouting political party, region and all that. No, we need somebody with an economic sense. We need somebody that knows how the workings of the economy is. Not how, I said something the other day. I told a friend that Nigerians, we have, maybe this, God help us, this will be the first time we play politics. What we play is actually gangsterism. It's like what the cult people would do in school. When we were in school those days, as soon as the cult man says the SCG president, we are supporting him, it becomes a do or die. You go there, you vote another person, you know you're in trouble. That's what it is in Nigeria. You don't go vote and go home in peace if you voted the wrong person. And then it's your polling unit. And then the agents that are the cult guys, in quotes, that are the party agents and guys in disguise are there. You're in trouble. That's where we are. That's why we are here. That's why we are here. What we have is something that should make us an excellent people. But because of our mismanagement, because of our gangsterism tendency, we have shot ourselves. And this is a point where we have to rescue ourselves by our decision.
Okay. Thank you very much. So the very next question and the last. Now, there are people who have said, okay, they have their PVC, but where they registered where they got their PVC from is different from where they stay now. They've relocated from one state to another. Is it still possible for them to vote, and how do they go about it?
Yes. Now, for the PVC, first thing first, your PVC is not for bank opening accounts and all that.
Okay.
Because some of us are just okay, they want to disturb us. Now I have my PVC so that I can open bank account, so that I can use it as an identification. See, it's like you having your blood in your system, and for some reason you undermine your blood and start taking something somebody produced as blood, and in the process contaminating your blood that is actually in yourself, and then start generating all manner of ailments. That's what plays out. Your PVC is your life. Maybe you don't. Maybe people don't understand. There is fire on the mountain. Asha said there is fire on the mountain, and nobody seems to be on the run. That's where we are now. Now, if you have relocated from where you are, simply go. Make sure you have an email address. You're online, so you should have an inkling to email addresses.
Yes.
Have an email address.
Yes, definitely.
Go on Google. You don't need to cram anything.
Okay.
I don't want to cram in anything.
Okay.
The system is already hard enough. Go on Google. Just type CVRO or INEC voter transfer.
Okay.
INEC voter record transfer or INEC transfer. Anyone you can remember. It will carry you to the CVRO site where you can transfer your votes. Now, register. Make sure you vet the process from your mail first. Then you will see where you don't need to go to INEC office to do this.
Okay.
Just with your phone.
Okay.
You can do it. You go there, when you register, the system will send you a link to confirm your personality, your mail.
Okay.
You go there, you click on it, you go back, you check your records. You have your card, so you should know where you registered, you know your surname, you know your date of birth. You don't need to cram your VIN number to do this. Okay. Just your name, your first name, your surname, your date of birth, your state, your local government where you register. That's fine.
State of origin, you mean?
No. The state you registered.
Okay.
I wish someday we'll talk about this state of origin thing. I think that would be another explosive one. Because that's another scam that has brought us to where we are. So just state where you registered, your local government where you registered, your date of birth, your name, surname, and that's fine. You take it, you see your record, you click on update record, you see the options there.
Then you can
change your location yourself. The system is programmed. Thank God for INEC, and I pray that they keep up this. The system will tell you, give you all the things you need to do. You just fill your details, choose where you want to vote now. They will immediately send you a notification that you've initiated a card transfer to the new polling unit. So that if it's not you, you will immediately raise alarm. But since you did it, you just allow it. And they will keep you they will communicate with you and tell you when the card will be ready, and you go pick it up. Please don't
you'll be picking a new one.
You'll be picking a new one. Yes, they will print a new card. INEC will print a new card for you. And please don't send somebody to go get it for you. Don't sell your vote. In fact, selling a vote should be something we should be talking about to lame people. If you are in the internet, you are in Nigeria, come on, selling vote shouldn't be something we talk about anymore. We're already in trouble.
True.
We just have to come out.
All right. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be dropping the process of changing your location in the description box, or probably I'll leave it in the comment box and pin it so that you can go through that process. So 2023, you will definitely come out and vote without any excuse. So thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to doing this with you. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.